So, welcome back to the channel everyone, and as you may be able to tell now, I live on a narrowboat. And as you may be able to tell as well, that does come with its complications. But I'm willing to live with it, because I'm out here in nature 24/7, and I can go wherever I want on the 2,000 miles of networks across England and Wales. And it's absolutely great. No longer do I have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and drive out to a location 2 hours away. You know, no longer am I just stuck to this same old area around Ilfracombe where I used to live. You know, it is a whole different lifestyle, and that brings a whole different way of life with it. And for the photography side, it's a whole lot different, because I've got nature right on my doorstep outside of my boat. And that's why I've been so busy, because I've been working on this other channel called Taylor's Aboard. Here's a link to that if you want to go check that out. It's got 2,000 subscribers and it's fairly successful, so that's why I've been dedicating most of my time to that. But suddenly I finally got the urge to reignite my landscape photography, but now it's going to be exclusively walking along the towpaths of the canals in England, and that's why the channel's called Canalside Photography now. Now all I'm doing is walking along the towpaths, that's it. And that comes with a couple of rules. So, rule number 1, I'm restricted by the name obviously, which is canalside photography, which means I can't drive anywhere and go and do photography elsewhere. It has to be on the canals. And I'm giving myself a rule of 1 mile. So I can't drive anywhere, but if I see a little path that goes off the canal, yes, I can go down there, but for only 1 mile. So yeah, it's going to be interesting how that works. But yeah, canalside photography, that's exactly what it is. So, rule number 2, I have to take at least 1 photo of a canal. So if I walk a mile off the canal and I take photos, I at least have to take 1 photo that particular day on that adventure of the canal. So that's rule number 2. There may be another rule coming soon, but that's it for now. So I've been walking around here about 10-15 minutes now, trying to get a shot of this beautiful, well, loads of arches. I'm not sure how many arches it is, this bridge here, which was built in 1839, the Industrial Revolution obviously, which took over the canal. And if there wasn't so many trees, I probably could get a really good shot, but my camera's not wide enough. If I go there in front of these leaves that intrude on the front, my camera's not wide enough to get all the arching and the canal. And well, I can't get back here because these trees intrude, and then the same happens over the other side. So I don't know. I don't think I can get a shot here at the moment. But that's the good thing about the canals, I can walk back the other way. So hopefully maybe when I come back down here later, it'll be a bit better of a shot. But for now, I can't really find a shot. But yeah, let's hopefully go find something else. So, I've actually found something now. This beautiful old oak tree, dead oak tree, just over there across the field, across the canal. I've got my zoom lens on, my 55 to 250, which isn't a very good lens, it's a budget lens, so it's not going to be very sharp, but it's all I've got and it's all I can afford at the moment, but it does the job. And yeah, it doesn't include the canal, because it's canal side photography. It's photography by the side of the canal. It doesn't have to include the canal. Okay. So yeah, it caught my eye. The setting sun is hitting it, and it's glowing up all these old dead branches. And I'm zoomed into 135 millimeters at the moment. F10, 150. Sorry, 1/50th of a second, 2-second timer, ISO 100. Beautiful. So, found quite an interesting shot. I'm actually getting the canal in this time. So there's this weed floating along. The canal's got a little flow to it, and this weed's floating along. I'm just waiting for it to come at the right time. There's algae all over the canal. It's not very nice, but the sun is coming through these trees at the back, and it's making all this dappled light. And yeah, I don't know, it looks quite nice. I'm not sure about it though. We'll have to see once we get it in post. Fortunately though, there is some overexposure on the water, which I need my ND filter for, and I cannot find it in my bag anywhere. So I'm going to keep the shutter speed as low as I can, and I'm going to continue with F10 as well, just because I think that's working for me at the moment. But yeah, I'm really rusty. Didn't realise how much I'd forget and stuff like that. But it's almost there now. Just wait for it to get in the light. Again, it's going to be a one by one crop. So, I found a quite nice shot here. We've got this whole massive clunk of weed, which we hate on the narrowboat, gets in the way. And it's, yeah, it, you know, takes over most of the canal. But this is quite nice actually. It's like a little floating island of its own. And we've got the beautiful sun shining in, again dappled by the trees over there. And we've got this horrible algae again, but you can't really see it with the reflection of the sun and all that. Yeah, another quite nice shot. This one I'm doing 16:9 at 1/6 of a second f16 to get it all in focus. I've got to hurry up because there's one more shot I want to get, and I think the light's going, so let's go quick. Right, so I spotted this yesterday on my, well no, a couple of days ago on my walk down here. Like 4 or 5 lovely trees. I think they're all oak trees. Yeah, all in a straight line in this lovely field here, just across the canal. Beautiful shot, and the sun's just setting behind it, and it's making it very, very difficult. The dynamic range is off the charts. I don't know what I'm going to do because I can't do an exposure for the sky and the foreground because the trees are intruding in the sky. It won't work, and it'll make the top half of the trees really, really dark. So I can't do that. So what I've done is I've sort of exposed in the middle, and I'm gonna try and get rid of all the highlights because it's raw, so I can do that. Try and get rid of all the highlights and try and make the photo a bit nicer. It's not a very nice sunset, it's just pure sun. There's no clouds really, unfortunately, but it'll do. And on the surface of the canal there's absolutely loads of little feeding bubbles of tiny little fish eating all this algae off the surface of the water. And I might try and see if I can get a shot of that somehow. I'll see. Yeah, pretty interesting. Oh yeah, let me talk you through my settings. See, I'm not very good at this anymore. 1/10 of a second, f16, but it varied really. I took quite a few shots and I'll try and pick out the best one. But yeah, lovely image. So this photo I sort of messed up a bit because I am a bit rusty. This is way too overexposed really. I did have another photo that was less exposed, although it was slightly out of focus. So I chose this one over that one. So everyone, that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, a bit disappointed. Thought it was going to be a bit better than it was. Thought we were going to get a bit more cloud come in and we get some good, like a good sunset, but not really. Got some golden hour sun. Fortunately there's a hill here though, so it left us a bit earlier than it should have. Yeah, I really want to get a shot of that railway, but I couldn't. I don't know. I'm going to walk back there now and I'm going to see, there might be a shot there when I get back. Hopefully there is, and if there is I will pick the camera back up. But I'm going to end it here. Bit disappointing for a first video, but it's my first time back in like 9 or 10 months, so I don't know what you expect. I gotta get my mojo back. But yeah, I think I did alright. I think I got a couple of shots, but I don't know. We'll see. And they really need my polarizer. I thought it was in the bag, but I guess it wasn't. I don't know where I put that. Gotta go find it. But thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Also follow out my other channel, the Narrowboat channel. We do narrowboat adventure vlogs along the canals. Jesus. Yeah, so thanks very much for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.